Hi guys, welcome to this Paris.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to one of the main events of the cycling season, the mythical Paris-Roubaix. With its flat terrain and numerous cobbled sectors, this classic offers an atypical route where a rider's condition is as important as luck if he is to hope for victory.
Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
With more than 260 kilometers on the menu, it takes qualities of extraordinary endurance to hope for a win today.
You're off on your own, but given the profile, it's mission impossible. I hope you get reinforcements.
The breakaway is losing ground. Time difference between the peloton and the breakaway is steady. The first sectors of cobblestone are approaching. While it is still too early to make any big moves, the pace of the race should accelerate. Sectors are numbered in decreasing order. The last sector bears the number 1. The riders are now on sector 27. They will be very quickly on to the next sector, since there's barely 2 kilometers between the end of the first one and the beginning of the next. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. A new sector, number 25, also quite long with its 3,000 meters of cobblestone. At the end of the next sector, the riders will reach the first feed zone. A few moments of rest before facing the remaining 23 sectors.
I'll avoid any extreme effort.
Here we go again. From Vertin to Saint-Martin-sur-Écaillon, a 2,300-metre sector is awaiting the riders. The next sector is approaching for the front of the race. This is the first in a sequence of 3 sectors that will come one straight after the other, making for almost 6 kilometres of road without tarmac.
Flat stages. Little wonder that they're not shown in their entirety on TV.
In less than 10 kilometres, the first riders will be on to the trench of Arenberg, first key sector for the favourites of this Paris-Roubaix. But beforehand, they will have to cross the demanding Haveluy to Wallers sector, classified as 4 stars. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. 30 seconds lead for the head of the race. The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometres.
Collective fall. It may create gaps. Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
Allez, plus vite, plus vite!
There's movement at the head of the peloton.
He's just fallen. That may cost him some time in the overall standings.
The leading riders have now crossed half of the cobbled sectors. There are only 14 left. The front of the race is now entering the second feed zone. Then it will be the Beuvry-la-Forêt to Orchy sector that awaits the riders. Sector 13 for the front of the race, 1,400 metres. He's accelerating.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
It's now the turn of the Orchy sector to welcome the riders. 1,700 metres of cobblestone.
Okay, I'll protect him.
.30 seconds lead for the head of the race. The breakaway is holding off the peloton, but it's going to be difficult. In a few kilometres, it will be another key moment for the race, with the Mont-Pivel sector. However, before that, the 4-star sector 11 will have to be crossed.
riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometres. The leading riders are now onto a short sector, 700 metres between Merveilleuse and Avelin. The next sector, from Pont-Thibault to Ennevelin, is 1,400 metres long and carries a 3-star level of difficulty. A 2-star sector is now on the menu. The difficulty of the sectors will then increase until the Carrefour de l'Arbre. Bunched peloton.
It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race. The riders are now heading towards the Confins-Pével and Carrefour de l'Arbre sectors, both often proving decisive for final victory.
He's got his team riding because he's a favorite for the stage. You should get rid of him.
The front of the race is now entering the Confins-Pével sector. The riders will then head straight onto the Carrefour de l'Arbre, the final 5-star sector in the race. Now it's the Carrefour de l'Arbre. With its 5-star difficulty, this is the last sector that really provides a chance to hurt one's opponents. Very often, the first rider out of this sector goes on to win in Roubaix.
He's got his teammates riding because a rider who's dangerous for the stage victory has broken away. I'll make a big effort on the relay. He's got his teammates riding because he's a danger to the overall standings.
Penultimate sector for the leading rider. He's a rider who can put in a long day's ride. He has no real strengths or weaknesses except the mountains. There's only one sector left for the rider at the front.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
Allez, gars!
10 kilometers. You'll have trouble seeing it through to the end.
Here's the last sector, 1,400 meters from Willems to Hen. When it's done, there will only be 6 kilometers left before reaching the velodrome.
He's asked his teammates to ride you down. You're too dangerous.
Bravo! Allez, allez, allez!
He's got his teammates riding because a rider who's dangerous for the stage victory has broken away. The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
Still 5 kilometers left for the man in front. He looks well set to win in the velodrome. The man in front is into the velodrome. One more lap and it's the finish.
It's looking good. I think you can start to savor your victory.
He has managed to tame the hell of the North and its cobblestones. Sagan! He is now part of cycling legend. Applaud him!
Everyone had their eyes on us at the start of this Paris-Roubaix, but it didn't prevent us from winning. Well done, lads. You've tamed the hell of the North.